Here.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I do have a couple questions, but first of all, I would like to follow up on what Congressman Bartlett's question was, and this is for Mr. Scheer, Mr. Cutts. Do you believe that the SBA has the staff levels and the funding that's going to be required to implement some of the reforms that have been suggested? Because as I hear and I work with a lot of the different committees, I'm hearing the same things over. You know, we need help. We don't have enough funding. You know, we're doing what we can. You know, what's going on, and what is it that you suggest, and do we have enough staffing levels to do what we need to have done?
Well, I would say, I'll let Mr. Scheer add too, but it's not just people. I think it's better processes and better use of technology. It's a combination of all three factors. And I've met with SBA officials in January for over an hour with their consultants to give them kind of a brain dump of the kinds of things that they should consider. But, the kinds of processes we've talked about here are the random unannounced site visits, and they're still not doing those. And that's something that they should be able to do fairly quickly. We did 36 of those as part of this investigation ourselves with several people. So we did 36 ourselves. The technology issue is, do they have the kind of tools technology-wise to do some of the actual kinds of preliminary work that you would do before you actually go out and do a site visit or to help you with your risk assessment? So our recommendations to them include all three elements of that.
Yes.
Was shut down or closed, and that you moved 12 people from that program to the hub zone. So have you seen, and this happened last September?
Yes, I believe so.
Did you see any progress regarding on-site visits or an acceleration of processes?
I can't answer on the program examination side. Apparently they've made progress on program examinations, but on site visits, if they've only done 7 this fiscal year, we did 36 for our investigation. So I don't think 7 is enough. And I don't know how many people they have at this point, but if they have 7 people, they should be able to do more than 1 a month, for example.
So, Mr. Hurston, I will give you more time, but it's just I cannot allow for this to go and not being able to ask you. What will it take? This is taxpayers' money. And so with much less manpower, they have conducted many more visits. Yet you put 12 people added to the program, and still, what is the problem?
Well, I would assume first and foremost that from a manpower standpoint and from the standpoint of the prioritization of their resources, that's their job. That's what they do. That's what they're in business to do, is to go out and do that type of forensic investigation. In terms from our perspective, I don't know that the Hub Zone office set its priorities to support that type of an activity, and that's something that needs to be looked at, and that's something that needs to be corrected.
But aren't you concerned that this committee and the administration, that we're going to put pressure to close down this program?
Well, obviously I'm concerned. I'm concerned about the program.
And let me just, for the record, let me read you from the congressional hearing that we conducted last September. You came here, I asked you specifically about Ms. Carranza, the former administrator's commitment to do on-site visits. And you said, well, I'm not aware that she made such a commitment.
No, but I'm not
let me
aware of
read you. Let me read you what she said to this committee. In response to the findings of the GAO forensic investigation, which we learned about last week, I have taken immediate steps to require site visits for those Hub Zone firms that have received Hub Zone contracts. I yield back. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. And just to reiterate, and I appreciate the conversation, I represent a district that probably could all use the Hub Zone funding. Low income, high poverty rate, high unemployment. Parts of my district have 14% unemployment rates. And I would hate to see that people that don't qualify get this kind of funding when we don't even have people in these towns that probably know even how to apply for this. So I'm going to work hard, my staff and I, to help them. And I just don't want to see that there are people who are abusing the system. And what I've found in my short amount of time in this body and 12 years prior in Illinois was, I think we have enough laws, we have enough programs, but we don't have enough funding and staff to enforce what we have. This is our life, and I would hope that you would take it seriously as we go back to do what it is that we all agreed to do, because the people are not benefiting. The wrong people are. So I would help wherever I can. I offer myself and my staff to make sure that whatever it is we're doing, we do it in the right way, because people like the people that live in my district in Illinois are suffering because they're not getting this kind of funding, and they're the ones that truly should, because in some parts of my district, they don't even have blacktop roads. They have gravel and sand and propane. They don't even have natural gas. So, you know what, I would really get frustrated if I knew that people in the wrong places were getting this kind of funding. Yeah. I yield back.